Hi Gemini, welcome to your week ahead reading. I hope you've had a fabulous week. This is for week commencing the 22nd, is it, of September? Yes, it is. I've been to London for the week, and not for the week, sorry, I couldn't do London for a week, I'll be honest. Overnight, and it was it felt like a week. I love it, don't get me wrong. I love the atmosphere, the crowds, the different places to go, the hustle bustle, get on the tube, do this, go to that restaurant, see a show. But I have to say, I'm glad to be home. I'm a Pisces, sorry. Yeah, I still love coming home, but feeling refreshed and ready to go. Right. Gemini, here's your message this is the Moonology manifestation, and it's new moon in Pisces, attune to the divine. Attune to the divine. Get in touch with spirit. Trust your intuition. Attune to the divine. Maybe getting your energy of what you really want. And then we have the first quarter moon in Pisces, so very Piscean energy here for you next week. Honor your feelings. Honor your feelings. Yeah, be open. Be a bit more, I don't know, honest and open with something or somebody. Don't worry about what they're thinking. Yeah, honor your feelings. Okay, let's see what your tarot's saying for this week for Gemini. Dear spirit guides and angels, please join me in this reading for Gemini. Make it helpful, hopeful, and healing. Okay, very Pisces energy for you next week. Following your dreams. In a bit more, maybe going with the flow. Okay, what's the focus for Gemini, please? Oh, look at that. What a great card. 6 of Wands. Opportunity for Gemini, please. What's the opportunity for Gemini? 4 of Pentacles. And challenge, please and thank you. We have the 3 of Wands. Ooh, okay. And what's bubbling under the surface for Gemini, please? 8 of Wands. I feel like you're a caged animal at the moment, Gemini. Focus and outcome is the 6 of Swords, but it's in reverse. What is going on? Okay. Not focus and outcome, advice and outcome. Wow. That's interesting. Okay, 6 of Wands is your focus. I don't know if you're not feeling that you can do something or whatever you're heading towards, you're not feeling that you're going to be successful at it. But the focus is, no, look at how successful you are, Gemini. There's something that you're doing that other people can see, and focus on getting out there a bit more is what this is. Push yourself a bit more. Are you stuck in a bit of a comfort zone at the moment? Or are you stuck a little bit in no man's land? Push yourself a bit more. Because the 6 of Wands is about victory, but it's also about other people seeing your victory. And so it's kind of like very pertinent to do with other people around you. So it could be that you're on a platform, on YouTube with a channel. It can be that you're a public speaker, but other people are listening and can see your success. I just feel like, again, I felt like you're a caged animal and you're at a stage where you're like, I don't know, should I, shan't I? Yes, you should. This is about victory and success, and just focus on that. You being in the limelight, yeah? You taking that stage. The 4 of Pentacles is your opportunity. Now, the 4 of Pentacles, you can see, Pentacles is our financial situation, our finances, material resources, tangible assets, if you like. This is her being very secure and feeling very in control. So whether you are feeling like, you know, you're not, maybe you're part of a team, but you really shouldn't be. You should be the top of that team and being in control. And there's an opportunity, again, by pushing yourself out there a little bit more, gives you this security, if you like, of being that person. I don't know, owning it a bit more is what I want to say. Because the Three of Wands is your challenge. Now, the Three of Wands is about, broadening your horizons. But I do feel like you've got it in you for some reason. You just need a bit of a push, because that person there is ready with her, her surfboard. She's ready to surf those waves. She's ready. Bring it on energy, this is. But it's like, I don't know, for some reason, whether it's a little bit of self-doubt, maybe you're not feeling particularly ambitious. Eight of Wands is what's bubbling under the surface. Like, you're ready to go. This is what I'm saying. You're like a caged animal. There's something here. This is when we see the Eight of Wands, it's lots of communication coming in about a great idea. It's like you're chomping at the bit to do it, to let everybody know, to send out emails. Maybe you should do some flyers. Maybe I should create a channel. Maybe I should go on Instagram as well. It's that kind of energy. But for some reason, it's bubbling under the surface rather than coming out. Maybe that's your potential. You know that. I think you know that. Now, why have we got Six of Swords in reverse as advice and outcome? Six of Swords that way up is leaving behind troubled times and going on to calmer shores. That way up kind of like tells me that you need to go back to something that you thought was awful, that you thought was hard work, but in actual fact, it's not. And do you know what? I'll probably get told off for saying this from some of you. I feel like for some of you, you just want the easy way out. And you are... No, I don't mean that. I mean, what am I trying to say? Okay. I think for some of you, you feel that you've got to work really, really, really hard at something in order to get that recognition. Yeah? You're not going with the flow. And that's what that Six of Swords is telling me. You've got to switch that around. The Six of Swords, as Abraham Hicks or Esther Hicks, however you want to call her, not that she talks about tarot, but when I listen to her, I can put into perspective some cards drop into my mind. And she will say that we are great ones for wanting to swim upstream rather than downstream. We feel that if we don't, put hours and hours and hours of hard work into something, we don't deserve it, And it's the universe wants us to do the exact opposite. We want to make it as easy as possible for ourselves. So I think with the Six of Swords in reverse for you, I think some of you want a bit of an escape from your mindset. But the universe is saying, no, you need to, I don't know, stop thinking that it's such hard work and go with the flow. That's all I keep hearing. Six of Wands, why are you here? Let's just clarify this. As a focus, you've got Justice. Okay, interesting. Attributed to Libra. The focus is about balance, being just and fair here. I don't know if you feel like you've got the rough end of the stick of something, and they're like, no, focus on you being in the limelight. Focus on what balance that will bring you. Very karmic thing going on here as well for some of you, Gemini. Let's do one more on Justice. Perhaps you need to make, there's some sort of legal decision going on here too, because Justice is about contracts, legal matters. If you are waiting maybe for a contract to come through or something, some decision being made, with that Six of Wands, it sounds like it's going to be victorious. Let's have a look. Justice, why are you here for Gemini? Oh, 8 of Wands, look. It's almost like it's unleashing you from the 8 of Wands that's in your subconscious. It's like finally you've got communication, you've got the go, you've got the nod, let's do this, and everything falls into alignment for you. But you've got to push yourself and get out into the open and get out into that limelight. You've got to be the one that steps up onto that stage. Now, the Four of Pentacles is your opportunity. I still feel like with the Four of Pentacles, it's also about you being in control of something. Clarified by the Four of Cups. It's about getting out of a rut. And being and recognizing the opportunities that are coming in for you. I feel like by pushing yourself, that's just all you need is a little nudge. Because the Four of Pentacles talks of him, like he's sitting there, and I mentioned this last week. I was listening, sorry, I'm going off on a bit of a tangent, but it did make me laugh, and it made me again think of the Four of Cups. As I say, people can have conversations to me, and the cards drop into my head, and I think, oh, that's a hilarious scenario. And I was listening to a medium talk about doing a hard show. You know, you got people, excuse me, who are very, you know, oh well, you know, they're crossed like this. Well, come on then, let's see what you're made of. And she said, yeah, and when you get out onto a stage and you see people that sat like pretzels, and it just tickled me. And this card fell into my head. Look at him sat like a pretzel. Anyway, the message of this card, the opportunity of this card is getting out of a rut. Yeah, because he sat there. He's like, oh my gosh, I'm so bored. I'm fed up. Nothing's working for me. Blah, blah, blah. But then what happens is when we get into that energy, we miss opportunities coming in. But this is an opportunity for you to become, I feel, in control of something, whether that's financial or even emotional too, some sort of relationship. But the opportunity is there coming in for you because you're pushing yourself with that Six of Wands. Now, the Three of Wands is your challenge. And this, for some of you, is like, I want to move abroad. I want to do something big. I want to do something that really, you know, puts a fire in my belly. But you're not. And why? Let's have a look. Three of Wands. Why are you a challenge for Gemini? Oh, relationships. Okay. It could be that you have to consider a relationship. You might feel tied to a friendship, somebody that you love around you. It can be that you're wanting to move on from a relationship and it's not happening. Let's have a look. Oh, and the Lovers is attributed to you, Gemini, but you're turning up as a challenge to yourself here. What does that tell you? Let's have a look. Three of Swords. Heartache, heartbreak as a challenge. Are you hanging on to something that happened in the past, especially with that Four of Cups? He's very much Groundhog Day. Like, what's the point? This didn't happen first time round. Ain't going to happen again. Now, it doesn't mean to say it's a relationship. It can also be something you love to do. And it's stopping you from moving on. The Three of Swords as a challenge is just clinging on to something or somebody that said some very nasty words or just, you know, upset you. And again, it can be a relationship. But that seems to be stopping you from moving on. I'm going to have to stop the video because I think Bella's now going to bark and I don't want to ruin your reading. Sorry about that, Gemini. She could hear next door and I just thought, oh no, please don't. She'll deafen you. Right, Eight of Wands is in your subconscious. So I don't know if you're waiting for things to come in. You know, are you thinking, oh, well, you know, that'll happen soon. That'll happen soon. Or, you know, deep down, you just know you've got to like start making plans about this, you know, getting yourself out there, advertising yourself. Eight of Wands, why are you here, please, and thank you for Gemini. Oh, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, look at that. You know there's something new coming in. There's a new offer, financial offer too. Something that's going to give you improved finances or a new refresh start financially. You've got to, it's like you've got an idea that you need to just advertise. That's all I keep thinking of for you, Gemini. You need to let people know. Get everything going. You know, fast moving action. Because you know that there's this Eight of Pentacles in your subconscious, that there's this feeling of needing to start something new. Now, the Six of Swords in reverse. Do tell more. That's flummoxed me, I'll be honest with you. Three of Pentacles is clarifying that Six of Swords in reverse. So why would you not want to do things the easy way? Maybe the Three of Pentacles, there's three people involved here to consider. Three of Pentacles is about working as a team. You know, maybe you've got to leave a team first in order to do this. Is there some sort of contract that's being offered to you, but the advice is it's, I don't know, it's not going to be easy. Let's have a look. Three of Pentacles, why are you here? As advice and outcome. Ten of Swords. Oh. Now, the Ten of Swords is about things finishing, yeah? Things that have got to end in order for something new to come in. Swords are the mental suit, so it's like letting go of people that you feel have stabbed you in the back, people that, or you know, that you're mentally exhausted from something. It's like letting go of that. Maybe that's why the Six of Swords is in reverse. You still got to let go of that. And what is always good about the Ten of Swords is it's a 10, it's an ending. It needs to finish in order for this to come in an ace, because 10s in numerology equal 1 equals new beginnings. It's also about being a blessing in disguise. I feel like you need to put an end to some sort of collaborative energy or people that are around you first. That Six of Swords might be saying it's not going to be easy, but with that Ten of Swords, it puts an ending to some, I don't know, something that somebody has said in the past. It's like you're able then to move on. That's a very personal reading here. I'm going to do one more. Let's do one more. Yeah, one more on that, please. And gosh. We've got the Devil energy as advice and outcome. It's letting go. For some of you, you feel committed and tied to somebody or something. Can be your job. You know, a bit like, well, you know, especially if you've been in a job for 10, 15 years, or in a relationship even, it's very hard to then move on because you still feel tied and committed. But the advice of the Devil is to remove those chains that you think are tying you to them still, which is what they've got around their neck. They feel tied, but the natural fact they can remove them. That's what the Ten of Swords is telling you. Move on. Something that you need to move on from. Now, the Six of Cups also came out as your advice and outcome. This is a card of nostalgia. Maybe with that Six of Swords, you're turning your boat around and going back to somewhere else that you're familiar with, or even somebody coming back to you from the past, contacting them again. And again, for some of you, it's even about letting go of what's gone on in the past, trying to remove that. But the Six of Swords is telling you it's not going to be plain sailing. It's hard on the mindset. But Six of Wands is your focus. Being victorious. Wow. That was a very deep reading. Let's see. We're going to finish on. These are the Ancient Stones Oracle. And again, it's Rebecca Campbell. If you watch me regularly, you know how much I love Rebecca Campbell. And Katie Louise for the artwork. Right, let's have a look, please and thank you. Final message for Gemini here. We have be the mountain, slow and steady, foundations and patience. A mountain is a strong object, isn't it? Be that mountain. I feel like it's also saying foundations. So you need to now start laying the foundations of what you want to do, rebuilding them if they are crumbling, but be patient with yourself about it. Slow and steady. Don't be too slow and steady though, Gemini. I really feel like you've got 8 of Wands twice. You've got the 6 of Wands. It's all about you moving on, you progressing and giving yourself that little nudge. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know how that resonates. Have a fabulous week and I'll see you next week. Thanks as always.